James Gunn has shared his vision for the DCU, and it's taking inspirations from Star Wars instead of Marvel. On a recent interview on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, James Gunn explained that instead of one big ongoing story, Gunn is aiming at a universe where projects have their own space and can interconnect whenever they want. In my opinion, that's a lot more like the comics than what the MCU does. This means that you'll have different tones and different stories with different impacts, all within the same world. When I discussed this on Geek Freaks podcast, we came to the realization that this is a very big advantage over the MCU's structure, because when you stumble in the MCU, it affects everything. Say what you will about Phase 4, but I think we could all agree it had a tough job following up after Endgame. So every little mistake was amplified because it was compared to a masterpiece. When something like you losing Kang happens, suddenly you have to restructure everything. In this version of the DCU, kind of like how you do with Star Wars, when something falls apart, like Acolyte, you don't stop the brakes and then have to redo everything. You just say, okay, Acolyte happened and it happened over there. We might borrow a couple characters over there, but we're not banking on the entire universe over one show. What do you think about James Gunn's approach to the DCU?